What's up, everybody? Calling back here for a look at week 19 in the queue for the Halifax Moose. I'm not supposed to be going live till 6:30, but what I'm doing today is I'm gonna start off by playing the last three games from a YouTube link, and at 6:30 we'll get into the actual live. So if you don't want to see the recap of the last three games, go ahead and skip about a half hour in, and we'll be resuming the chat then. See you in a few minutes, boys and girls. Thank you.
Maxime Pellerin, Joey Henneberry. Tigre, Mooseheads. C'est en marche, la rondelle est déposée. Mise en jeu remportée par les Tigres. C'est P.O.Roy qui remet à Aguilar. Aguilar pressé pour chasser par l'évêque. Remet à P.O.Roy. Vers le centre, c'est Henneberry. Dans l'aile maintenant pour Cormier. Ça mène territoire adverse, c'est bien fait. Cormier sur le tir, et voilà le but! Tommy Cormier sur le premier tir du match. Une rondelle envoyée dans la partie supérieure. Et les Tigres font 1-0, mais attention. Je suis inquiet sur leur jeu. Je suis inquiet sur leur jeu. On va sûrement aller voir à la reprise. 19:46 à faire. À la première période. Voilà, on accepte. 1-0, les Tigres, on les devant. À la défensive des Tigres. Sortie de Darvaux. Envoie le long de la rampe. Ça touche un patin. C'est Gorionov qui reprend. On s'amène à 3 contre 2. Gorionov coupe vers le centre. Sur sa droite pour Simard. Derrière pour Warren. Le tir. L'arrêt du gardien. Le retour devant. Prichez pas en se retournant. Et Rousseau qui ferme la porte. McKinnon qui s'est amené vers lui. Défenseur des Mooseheads. Aguilar passe devant pour Bussière. Fait des vies derrière le gardien. Rousseau fait circuler à la rampe. Attention au jeu qui est intercepté. La Vigne s'avance sur tir. Bel arrêt de Rousseau. La Vigne a intercepté un jeu. Tente de remettre devant le filet. C'est passé tout droit pour ses coéquipiers. Voilà McPhee qui envoie la rondelle dans le coin. On laisse libre derrière le but. C'est Henneberry et McPhee. Rondelle Crosby devant le filet. Tire. Et voilà le but. Une rondelle qui s'est retrouvée à la gauche de Darvaux. On a réussi à enfiler l'aiguille. Et les Mooseheads créent l'égalité. C'est 1-1. Il n'y avait pas beaucoup d'angle à la gauche du gardien. C'est McPhee qui en profite pour battre Nathan Darvaux. On va revoir la reprise. C'est Crosby qui a voulu remettre devant. Ça a été arrêté, cette première chance de marquer. La rondelle s'est retrouvée sur le bâton de McPhee. Là, il était habile pour centre. Aguilar, une belle feinte, ça mène territoire adverse, laisse derrière pour Gorionov. Gorionov par le disque, virement, c'est l'évêque qui s'amène. Territoire adverse, rattrapé par Gorionov, mais suivant tout près, c'est Cottafort qui va d'un tir. Arrêt de Darvaux, le retour. On avait poussé la rondelle avec le patin, mais Darvaux ferme la porte et le jeu s'arrête. Gorionov, une belle feinte au centre de la patinoire. Ça mène territoire adverse, déborde le défenseur, le tir, voilà le but! Et goal! Gorionov! Un jeu digne des jeux de la semaine. Pour l'attaquant russe, il s'est faufilé à travers les 5 adversaires au centre de la patinoire, déborde un défenseur et bat Mathis Rousseau du côté de la mitaine. Et les Tigres prennent les devants, c'est 2-1. Superbe poussée d'Egor Gorionov. Rousseau qui vient de faire face seulement au 6e lancé des Tigres. On l'a battu à 2 reprises du côté de la mitaine, partie super de la patinoire. Maintenant chez les Tigres. Déborde la rose. Denis remet devant. On a fendu l'air. C'est Kilfoyle qui a raté une belle chance. 2 contre 1. Les Tigres avec la rose. Ça mène sur l'aile gauche. La rose laisse coucher le défenseur. Son tir arrête de Rousseau. Il n'y a pas de retour. Par Simard. Et Simard décampe, ça mène zone adverse. Il laisse la rondelle à Prichez pas. Vient une ouverture, son tir. Arrêt, le retour. Yassenza, son lancer qui rate la cible. Roy sur sa droite pour Kingsley. Kingsley retourne la rondelle à Roy. Roy vers le centre pour Bourque. 2 contre les Tigres. Avec la Vigne. Bourque, son lancer. Arrêt de Rousseau. Il n'y a pas de retour. Cormier qui reprend une feinte. Traverse la ligne centrale, tente d'installer l'attaque, applique les freins, se défait de l'évêque. Du revers remet à Pellerin. Pellerin s'avance, son tir, arrêt de Rousseau, il n'y a pas de retour. Long, Simard est rattrapé par Catafort qui vient lui enlever la rondelle. Voilà Catafort. Laisse la rondelle derrière lui en remorque pour Vidicek. Vidicek au centre, accroché par Prichepov. On s'en tire chez les Tigres. Voilà Denis à la ligne des buts. Tente de remettre devant. Voilà le but. Vidicek qui était à la droite de Darvaux et c'est l'égalité 2-2. But inscrit en avantage numérique. Cette pénalité-là, elle était de trop. « 6-0-2 à faire au deuxième 20. On a un nouveau match. Le long de la rampe, c'est repris par Markin. Dégagement tenté. Finalement, c'est envoyé au centre. C'est Crosby qui s'amène. Territoire des Tigres. Un tir amorti par Yasenza. Une superbe arrêt de Nathan Darvaux. Il avait fait son déplacement sur sa droite et qui est remporté par les Mooseheads. On tente un tir vers le filet. C'est raté. Yasenza reprend. Tente un dégagement. Attention, Vidicek, le virement. Tente de remettre devant le filet. Arrête Darvaux. Le retour. Darvaux. Et voilà le retour. Et voilà le but. 17-11 à faire à la troisième période. Les Mooseheads prennent les devants 3-2. Sur la reprise du jeu, là, on a chassé le joueur de centre à la mise en jeu et les Mooseheads ont changé de position à la reprise du jeu. On n'aurait pas dû accepter ce positionnement-là. Avant son filet, le fil à Spinner qui est venu prendre la place. Remise devant, on vient de rater une belle chance chez les Mooseheads. Et Prichepov rate son dégagement. Attention, Crosby s'amène près du filet, remise devant le filet, le retour, voilà le but. Oh, la passe qui a été contrée devant le but par Warren. Et Darvaux qui est en furie, là, a lancé son bloqueur. J'ai l'impression qu'il voulait lancer la rondelle et les Mooseheads qui prennent les devants par 2. 13-36 à faire à la troisième. Ça a débuté par un dégagement raté par Prichepov. On s'est emmené en surnombre et un peu de malchance chez les Tigres. Le Warren avait coupé la passe devant le filet, mais ça s'est retrouvé directement sur le bâton de Crosby qui déjoue Darvaux. Kingsley pivote devant l'arrivée de Lévesque, remet dans l'aile pour Gorionov. Gorionov en vitesse, s'installe chez l'ennemi. Gorionov laisse la rondelle à Prichepov, transversale pour Yasenza. Vers le filet, rondelle déviée, bel arrêt de Rousseau du bloqueur.
Therapy, for me, came at a time that was really pivotal.
So that was game 1 against Victoriaville. So we're going to jump into game 2 versus Drummondville.
Au centre, c'est Catafort, perd, Godet à le disque, remet sur sa droite et Oliver va être premier à la rondelle. Oliver derrière lui pour Komarov, un tir du revers à la but! Komarov, c'est un 9e but, mais surtout un 44e point cette saison. Donc, il est co-meneur des pointeurs chez les défenseurs du circuit là, présentement.
Jake Todd en défensive qui a joué un peu mollement. Simon là, sur la passe.
Schultz avec Komarov accroché à lui. Finalement, c'est Catafort qui va prendre la rondelle et freiner en entrée de territoire. Derrière pour Schultz. Schultz avec Diot devant lui. Remet devant. Attention, on est tout seul. Le tir à la but.
Quel jeu. Avec une passe qui provenait de Schultz qui avait bien lu le jeu suite à son retour vers la ligne bleue. Aperçoit Catafort qui s'amène. Sens contraire du déplacement de Riley Mercer. Catafort qui glisse la rondelle sous le gardien des Voltigeurs. Crée l'égalité, c'est 1-1.
Donc, il y a eu confusion. Il est en train de se brûler.
Une très belle intervention de Mercer sur un tir.
Lafont pousse la rondelle pour lui-même. Il va s'échapper. Lafont, elle tire la balle!
Sa jambe ou même son patin.
On va le voir à la reprise, là. Oh, c'est avec le patin.
C'est avec le patin.
Oh.
Est-ce qu'on va avoir, et on va avoir une révision, Simon.
Et j'ai vu le patin bouger un petit peu, moi.
Oui, mais en même temps, le bâton était dans les airs suite à l'accrochage. Est-ce qu'on va vraiment considérer que c'est volontaire?
Une seconde à faire à cette deuxième période. Bonne mise en échec de Brunet à l'endroit de McPhee. Et le jeu va se poursuivre. Ligne bleue maintenant, c'est McKinnon. McKinnon à gauche pour Schultz. Ensuite pour Vidicek. Le tir et la but. Quel tir de Vidicek.
Alors que c'est un tir extrêmement précis avec presque pas d'angle. Et probablement que ça a dévié sur l'épaule de Riley Mercer également. Là, mais du côté des Mooseheads, ça a créé une ligne de tir.
Komarov. Derrière pour Repchik. On réinstalle l'attaque. Repchik, ligne début pour Woodward devant. C'était un jeu rapide. Attention, Gendron, le tir à la but! S'il y a bien un joueur que tu ne veux pas laisser dans l'enclave avec la rondelle, c'est Alexis Gendron. Il n'en demandait pas tant pour battre le gardien de but Rousseau. Denis installe l'attaque et passe à ligne bleue à Schultz. À droite pour Catafort, il s'avance. De l'enclave, un tir à but! Lou Félix Denis qui marque.
Des voltigeurs, ça commence à la ligne bleue. Et la vision de Catafort qui trouve Lou Félix Denis haut de l'enclave, au centre. Et Lou Félix Denis qui s'est simplement...
Non, pour les Mooseheads. Phillips côté droit. Un tir, ça touche le bout du gant de Mercer. Phillips passe pour McKinnon. Tire sur réception et la but. Lou Lévesque a semblé là, dévier un tir du point d'appui qui a dévié.
On a joué mollement en territoire défensif du côté des voltigeurs. Excellent tir de la ligne bleue. Lou Lévesque passait par là et en territoire neutre. Ce qui fait qu'on perd énormément de rondelles en entrée de territoire.
Un tir de Huchette qui a Schultz fait rapidement circuler la rondelle. Ça devient un dégagement jusqu'au centre repris par Komarov. Komarov à Oliver. Oliver derrière pour Godet. Un tir arrêt de Rousseau. Il avait la rondelle tout près de son assise. Et la rondelle va glisser jusque dans le territoire de Drummondville. Komarov prend la rondelle. 5 secondes à faire. Komarov s'avance. S'amène en territoire ennemi. Komarov chute. Et il y avait punition, mais ça coïncide avec la fin du match. Victoire des Mooseheads par la marque de...
All right, so that was game 2 against Drummondville. And we're just going to put on... Let's put on the last one before we get the chat going and stuff. So against Cataracts, here we go.
La première mise en jeu, Mathieu Pinette va laisser tomber la rondelle. On souhaite un excellent après-midi de hockey junior à l'antenne du 106.9 Mauricie. C'est parti, mais sa ligne peut vers Evan Courtois. Courtois dans le territoire des Mooseheads. Schultz intercepte la rondelle, mais le long de la bande, il a perdu à Courtois. Passe dans la cave à la cercle, le tir bloqué par Milner. Beaucoup de mouvements chez les Cataractes, mais aucun tir jusqu'à maintenant. Tourigny à droite vers Climat. Climat qui revient le long de la bande. Il est dans le sac de mise en jeu. Passe à la pointe gauche vers la cercle, revient vers la cave. Le tir bloqué par Milner, malgré la présence de Tristan Roy ou Alexis Bonnefond plutôt qui était devant le filet. 34 secondes à l'avantage numérique des Cataractes.
On a mis un peu de temps à trouver la bonne ligne de tir, mais au final, on a quand même été en contrôle, Claude, et on a pris un tir.
Etier fait dévier la rondelle à la ligne bleue adverse. Et Etier la faisait dévier chez l'adversaire, mais Dupuis l'a intercepté au vol. Lévesque reprend pour les Mooseheads. Entre chez les Cataractes. Avec un tir bloqué par Fernandez. Garde le retour sous sa jambière. La rondelle était encore libre, mais l'officiel derrière le filet des Cataractes, lui, l'avait perdu de vue. Dans le territoire des Cataractes, McKinnon qui n'a pu reprendre la rondelle. Schultz s'est porté en attaque. Défenseur des Mooseheads. Derrière le filet, c'est repris par McKinnon pour les Cataractes. McKinnon a passé en zone 1 vers Eli. Eli à droite pour Peitsch. S'avance chez l'adversaire. Peitsch, un tir à
Reese Peitsch. Celui-là, ça va faire plaisir à Peitsch parce qu'il affronte ce soir ton ancienne équipe. On parle beaucoup de Lou Félix Denis depuis le début du reportage, mais Reese Peitsch est le joueur obtenu en échange de Lou Félix Denis. Très belle séquence de jeu pour le jeune homme. Il a brûlé un défenseur à l'entrée du territoire après avoir reçu une très belle passe de Vince Ely. Et il bat Milner du côté du bloqueur. C'est 1-0 Cataracte.
Oui, et ce tir-là dans la partie inférieure droite. Martin envoie dans l'enclave. Plamondon intercepte, mais ne peut dégager. Catafort à la rondelle. Il est à la droite. Catafort revient vers l'enclave. Un tir qui est bloqué par Fernandez. Il avait perdu la rondelle de vue. On est devant le bas des Cataractes. Dégagement des Shawiniganais dans le territoire adverse. Moravec est là. La 7, un tir bloqué par Milner. Ensuite, Welch. Welch envoie devant le filet, mais personne pour faire dévier. Ça s'en va dans le coin à la gauche. Schultz a repris pour les Mooseheads. Tente une passe devant. Le tir qui a été bloqué. Rondelle qui est libre et c'est tout près de la ligne de but des Cataractes. L'officiel qui était tout près vient vérifier et la rondelle est restée à l'extérieur du filet des Cataractes.
Je vais être très bien honnête, j'ai aucune idée comment Fernandez a pu faire pour s'assurer que la rondelle ne pénètre pas dans le filet. Et avec congestion dans l'enclave, Fernandez est un petit peu hors position.
C'est envoyé derrière le filet. Le défenseur McKinnon reprend, passe, longue passe vers Denis qui s'amène à l'aile droite dans le territoire des Cataractes. Lou Félix Denis évite Vincelli. Denis laisse bloqué par Mathis Fernandez et se repris par Climat. Climat dans son territoire passe vers Élie. La sortie du rapide numéro 86. Encore 25 secondes à l'avantage numérique des Cataractes. On passe à gauche vers Tourigny qui est entré chez l'adversaire. Passe à l'aile à la Certe. Derrière le but, c'est pour Élie. Rondelle au peu bon de centre. À la droite du gardien, Milner. Ça s'en va vers les défenseurs. Schultz s'en empare, il est derrière son but. Laisse la rondelle dans le coin, mais a été intercepté devant Milner qui a repoussé la rondelle. Et Dupuis est venu cogner à la porte, mais un tir qui a été dévié par le gardien. Milner, Schultz derrière son filet pour les Mooseheads. Tente une passe à gauche, intercepté près de la ligne bleue par Etier, mais le mouvement de Etier l'a amené en territoire central. Élie dans le territoire des Mooseheads est à la gauche, un tir bloqué par Milner, atteint au masque par se lancer. Page à la rondelle devant. Élie fait dévier, bel arrêt de Milner. Page prend la sortie de Moravec, s'envoie vers Catafort. Il est à la droite. On évite le hors-jeu. Lévesque reçoit la passe. Lévesque, un tir qui a été repoussé par le gardien Fernandez. Le numéro 8, Jack Martin, dans son territoire, a passé vers le défenseur McKinnon. Cafouille avec la rondelle. C'est repris par Bergeron. De l'enclave. Passe à droite à Forget. Forget devant. Vers Bergeron. Rondelle qui glisse. Et la rondelle est restée à l'extérieur. Et c'était une menace là, pour les Mooseheads. La Certe, il va d'un dégagement derrière le filet des Mooseheads. Tente de récupérer la rondelle dans le coin. À l'aile droite devant le filet. Roy, il va d'un tir bloqué par Milner.
Tristan Roy vient d'avoir toute une chance. Milner lui a réservé peut-être son plus bel arrêt du match dans le cas de Roy. C'est plus difficile pour lui d'aller chercher des points dernièrement. Je pense de mémoire qu'il a été blanchi au cours des 9 derniers matchs.
Deux hommes. McKinnon passe à l'entier. Il est dans l'enclave. Un tir stoppé. Le retour devant. Rondelle qui est libre derrière le filet. C'est repris par Courtois. Tente de passe devant. Le tir bloqué par Milner. Dans le coin à gauche, c'est repris par Courtois. L'avantage numérique des 4. C'est terminé. Tir limite!
Evan Courtois va chercher le gros but tant souhaité en avantage numérique. Il faudra faire attention, par exemple, j'imagine qu'on va réviser l'entrée de territoire des Cataractes. Claude, ça a été vraiment...
I think I was just playing the wrong game. Hey. Okay. I think that was the wrong game I was just playing there. I wasn't paying attention. I was getting everything ready, but that's not the same game against Shawinigan, because the only goal was against us was Peitsch, and that wasn't Peitsch that just scored that goal.
Yeah, but they got taken away, remember?
What?
There was 2 goals. One got taken away.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. That's right. One got taken away. So I'll let that continue to play.
Find the right support today.
Cogné à la porte, mais un tir qui a été dévié par le gardien. Milner, Schultz derrière son filet pour les Mooseheads. Tente une passe à gauche, intercepté près de la ligne bleue par Etier, mais le mouvement de Etier l'a amené en territoire central. Élie dans le territoire des Mooseheads est à la gauche, un tir bloqué par Milner, atteint au masque par se lancer. Page à la rondelle devant. Élie fait dévier, bel arrêt de Milner. Page prend la sortie de Moravec, s'envoie vers Catafort. Il est à la droite. On évite le hors-jeu. Lévesque reçoit la passe. Lévesque, un tir qui a été repoussé par le gardien Fernandez. Le numéro 8, Jack Martin, dans son territoire, a passé vers le défenseur McKinnon. Cafouille avec la rondelle. C'est repris par Bergeron. De l'enclave. Passe à droite à Forget. Forget devant. Vers Bergeron. Rondelle qui glisse. Et la rondelle est restée à l'extérieur. Et c'était une menace là, pour les Mooseheads. La Certe, il va d'un dégagement derrière le filet des Mooseheads. Tente de récupérer la rondelle dans le coin. À l'aile droite devant le filet. Roy, il va d'un tir bloqué par Milner.
Tristan Roy vient d'avoir toute une chance. Milner lui a réservé peut-être son plus bel arrêt du match dans le cas de Roy. C'est plus difficile pour lui d'aller chercher des points dernièrement. Je pense de mémoire qu'il a été blanchi au cours des 9 derniers matchs.
Deux hommes. McKinnon passe à l'entier. Il est dans l'enclave. Un tir stoppé. Le retour devant. Rondelle qui est libre derrière le filet. C'est repris par Courtois. Tente de passe devant. Le tir bloqué par Milner. Dans le coin à gauche, c'est repris par Courtois. L'avantage numérique des 4. C'est terminé. Tir limite!
Evan Courtois va chercher le gros but tant souhaité en avantage numérique. Il faudra faire attention, par exemple, j'imagine qu'on va réviser l'entrée de territoire des Cataractes. Claude, ça a été vraiment limite. Mais en tout cas, si l'entrée de territoire est bonne, le but va être bon. C'est un bon tir de la part d'Evan Courtois qui va chercher le deuxième but du match.
Et je regarde les officiels. Ouais, on va prendre la tablette. Les juges de ligne, Guillaume Brunel et David Rodrigue. Et finalement, le but est refusé. Modèle bon de centre sorti de la zone des Cataractes. 5 secondes à faire en troisième. Étienne qui intercepte en zone neutre. Et les Cataractes réussissent à blanchir les mooseheads d'Halifax. Victoire de...
All right. So, that was it. Just wanted to get those 3 videos, 3 replays out before we start to chat about it. We got a few people in the lobby now. We're joined by Kirk and Noah. Thanks for joining me today, guys.
No worries.
Kirk, you're muted. There
Glad
you
to
are.
be here.
Right on, man. Good to meet you. I don't think we've met before.
No, we have not. This is actually my first time doing a Let Us Be Heard podcast.
And you're not from here, or you don't live
No,
here.
I am from the good old US of A, but I still support the Herd.
Wow, that's incredible, man. How do you get the merch?
So funny story. The Canadian dollars and US dollars go hand in hand, but it's a little bit cheaper here in America.
Yep.
So I got the shirt and the hat for roughly, I'm gonna say like 30 US dollars.
Wow. Yeah, so the hat alone is about $30 for us, and the t-shirt's probably around 30 as well.
So yeah, I mean, it's really, really nice to support the Moose out here in New Jersey, but I try to follow as best I can. Colin, you should know. I've been putting the my goal announcements.
Oh, that was you
in the Facebook group. Yeah.
Yeah, I like them, man. I like them. That was pretty cool. I love the integration of the different horns.
Yeah, I mean, the Goal Horn Hub app is a real lifesaver because it has, well, I can't say it has all of the qmjhl goal horns. It missed out on Drummondville, so I had to make my own.
And you're a Jersey boy.
Jersey boy.
From Jersey.
Yeah.
So why before we get into the recaps and talking about the games and stuff, how did you get into the Moose from Jersey? Like, do you have a connection to Halifax?
I have a few connections, actually. Some of my friends actually live in Halifax. They're actually the ones I was talking to about doing the Instagram live podcast.
Yes.
That we started.
So
sadly, it hasn't gone off really because we all have our own daily lives that we have.
So Trevor in the chat says Nico. I don't know what that means. Does that mean something to you, Dylan? Nico?
Nico.
Maybe you meant to say nice.
The only thing I can tie to Nico is Nico T-shirt.
Sure,
but
yeah. No, I think
unfortunately, I am not a New Jersey Devils fan. Go Philadelphia Flyers.
Oh, that's why, Philly. All right.
Yep.
So we're going to get into it. Let's talk about anybody else who wants to join in. Shoot me a message. He's talking about Nico Heischer. I sent a message to Dylan and Ryan. If you guys want to click the link and join in, go ahead. But we had
Hi, that's me. I'm Dylan.
No, there's another Dylan. It's spelled different.
Oh my goodness, there's 2 Dylans. I'm gonna get crazy.
So we had an amazing week, in my opinion, anyway. It was playoff hockey, the first 2 games, and unfortunately, I feel like we were just gassed for the third. Game 1, we took on Victoriaville. We were able to squeak that out at a 4-2 win. How do you think we played? What any calls that you didn't like, or?
The one thing I will say, and this is just me spitballing, we cut this week pretty close. So the 4-2 win in Victoriaville was 1. The 4-3 win in Drummondville, honestly, to me, could have been better.
Okay.
We were all over the place.
I agree that there was some play, especially in the game 2 against Drummondville, we were sloppy quite a bit. We had a really good, I think it was third period where we played pretty solid. But I think we only played 30 minutes of strong hockey against Drummondville. But keep in mind, that's the second place team in the league, or was the second place team in the league. They're a tough opponent, and their coach is our former coach.
Agreed. And from what I remember, they were on an 11-game heater heading into Saturday.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
And
no, yesterday was Saturday. It was Friday. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Saturday was Shawinigan. Yeah. I thought they played absolutely incredible. I think it was an upset, and I think we proved to the league that we're meant to be in that top slot. And I can't wait to face Baie-Comeau. Baie-Comeau went down 4-0 against in the
Yeah, that was Friday.
Was it?
They went down 4-0 to Drummondville.
It was Drummondville, yeah. That's incredible. And then we took Drummondville down. So, I think we're starting to mesh a little better. Our players are getting a little bit more comfortable where they're at. Hey, there's the other Dylan.
At least it's going to be a little bit easier to judge who's talking to who, because he spells his name differently from me.
Yeah. How's it going, Dylan?
Good.
Hey, Dylan,
I spell my name the correct way.
Excuse you. I spell mine like Bob Dylan, and he is a great singer.
You also spell
sounds
it
like
like
a you problem.
You also spell it like Dylan McKinnon.
There we go.
Yeah. So what did you think of
The
game
only
1 and
way.
2?
Oh, game 1, I thought that was the better of the 3 games for sure.
Yeah.
Like by far, it was the best of the 3. Game 2, they were sloppy quite a bit of it, actually. We got lucky and squeaked out the win.
Yeah.
I don't think the team played hard, but I say it was luck because that game could have went either way. That was very much in the air the whole time.
Yeah.
I
agree.
I feel they actually outplayed us for. You said 30 minutes we played. I feel they outplayed us for more.
Really?
I feel they outplayed us more. But I'm not complaining. A win's a win.
Yeah, agreed.
Their last regulation win was actually against us as well here.
Yep.
In Halifax.
And we're the only only team to beat them in their barn, correct?
Second.
Oh.
Cape Breton beat them.
Oh, okay. I apologize. But regardless, we got the dub. They don't ask you how. They ask you how many, right?
They don't ask how, they ask how many.
That's right. So
Yeah.
We went on to.
Sometimes they ask how.
If anybody asked how Shawinigan beat us in game 3,
it was 3 games in less than 48 hours.
Well, I'm just referring to our boy Peich, who scored the winning goal on us. And if anybody's going to score the game winner on us, I'm super happy it was Peich.
Yeah, and I mean, I will say this. I feel like Peich is sitting in comfortably there in Shawinigan. Although, we got to admit, Louis-Philippe Denis are arguably one of the better stars on that road trip.
Agreed. Well, I mean, arguably one of the better players on our team at this point.
And then, except for the stupid penalty that he took at the end of the game.
And the way he acted at the end of the game. I don't like that. I don't like that bad attitude. If you get a bad call, you get a bad call. You take it like a man. You hurt them on the board. Don't get thrown out of the game. I think that was a stupid thing to do.
Oh, yeah. We got a doggo.
I pet that dog. Can I pet that dog? But we got the win. So I noticed a few bad calls on the road trip. I wanna bring up. Game 1, the play called dead on the boards at the end of the third.
Oh, the quick whistle.
Oh, that was absolute shit. I watched them battle for 30 seconds on the boards multiple times that game and not called dead. So, do you guys think that was favoritism in any way?
I have my own opinion on that, but that's still branching from the time Baie-Comeau beat us and took our 11-game heater way back. Arguably enough, I did go on a rant towards the qmjhl. I'll send them video proof of the hooking call on, I believe it was Dume. that didn't get called. That still lives with me to this day.
I'm blown away how much Dylan Kirk knows about the Moose, being from Jersey. Have you ever been to a game?
I have not gotten out to Halifax to go see a game. I watch all the time, though, using the CHL app. So that's how I keep up with you guys.
I absolutely love that, man. Like, that fills my heart with so much pride. I love that, man. So yeah, it was a shit call. We also had a shit call in the in Game 3. Now, I think I faced some adversity on Facebook when I mentioned this in our chat, but the call on Vidi against Shawinigan. What do you guys think of that?
I have to go back and watch it.
Yeah. So
I did not watch the game myself, so I can't have an opinion on this one.
So essentially, they were going for the puck. It would have been a break had it not been called dead. The person who Vidi made contact with slid into the boards, but it looked like he blew a tire to me. It didn't look like there was contact. Anybody in the chat? I know Trevor had a different opinion from me on that one, but if you have a different opinion, voice it now so we can chat about it.
So, if there was any type of contact with the lower body or anywhere that could look like a trip, that's why the refs would have called it.
Yeah, I didn't.
Right? Whether he blew a tire.
I definitely think Levesque had a good. So Emily says, I definitely think Levesque had a good road trip and was putting in a lot of effort out there. Oh, he always does. I mean, Levesque's a star. Levesque's going to be a superstar. I guarantee it.
The two losers on our team, Lou Felice Denis, Lou Levesque, both of them, I feel like are going to be key assets going through the rest of this season and potentially playoffs. But the one thing I need to say is defense was kind of atrocious, games 1 and 2. So
that's every game.
Yeah, defense have been our Achilles heels for the last how long, Dylan?
Ever.
Defense. Oh wait, wrong Dylan.
Defense has been garbage.
Yeah.
This is gonna trip me up all night.
Dylan, it's been bad for a long time. That's the piece we thought we were missing last year. It's the piece at the trade deadline that we thought we were missing this year. We have a great group of defensemen, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
I'm watching the video call legitimately right now on my phone.
Yeah.
He hacks at him, and then he cross-checks him as the guy's leaning and going down.
Was there actually contact?
Yes.
Was there? It looked like he was too far away.
So he slashes at him, he hacks him,
2 hands,
and then he pushes him in the back.
All right, fair enough. It didn't look that bad to me. I didn't go back and watch it though. Yeah, so our defense has been atrocious. It's been bad for a long time, and it seems like Cam doesn't want to get defensemen. He doesn't want to get size. He likes small, speedy guys with a lot of skill, and that's fine.
He likes the opposite of him. He likes the opposite of himself.
Exactly, and that's fine if we're outscoring them. If we want to run an offensive team and we're constantly outscoring, that's fine. But we're not. Why did Denis get tossed? Denis got tossed because of his attitude. Smacking the stick on the glass, running his mouth to the officials. That's why he got tossed. What you eating, Dylan?
Listen, I've got myself some beef and broccoli. It's dinner time right around here in America, so
you
and I was gonna wait until after the podcast, but
no, eat, hungry, man. So. Eat up. Do you have any idea?
All the time.
Yeah, you have any idea how much this Dylan eats on the show? LFD was trying to make dinner plans with the ref, and they couldn't agree on a dinner choice.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, I love that, Trevor.
And there goes the other Dylan.
Open something good, Dylan. Yum. Yeah, that's hilarious. I love that comment, Trevor. I thought that maybe he was just telling the ref what a good decision he made, kind of like what McPhee would do. The boys played really well. Yeah, they did, Susan. They played absolutely incredible. As we discussed, the third game, I don't put that on them. They're just gassed. 3-3 is hard on any team.
I don't put that third loss on anybody.
No. No.
Like I don't put it on anybody in the organization at all.
No.
Shawinigan was rested. We were gassed.
Yeah,
Shawinigan
100%.
was at home. We traveled for 3 days.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, that I can agree with. I mean, we came up with two wins. We played our heart out on both what was it, Thursday and Friday?
Yep.
Hey, and then Saturday we just looked dead exhausted.
So a good note for Game 3. How about Milner coming in cold, not playing in 20 days? Something like that.
I think it was 20 days.
Yes.
I think the last start he got was after Rousseau came back from the World Juniors.
Okay, so let's say 15, whatever it is, 15 days. But he did amazing for sitting that long. I think he really held his own. He kept us in that game. How about Milner? That's so funny, Owen. I just mentioned that Milner. Yay that the only goal came from Reese. I agree, Melissa. Like I said, if somebody got that winning goal against us, I'm glad it was Mr. Reese. Shout out to all of you that went shoveling today. We'll get into that in a second. I want to throw some shout outs for that as well. It was nice to see Reese get the goal. I agree, Emily. Milner really did do great. He's proven his place on this team. 100%, Melissa. Nothing but rave reviews for Milner. I think the kid's a stud, and I think he's going to be an incredible starting goalie for us once Rousseau's gone.
The last game Milner played was against the Titan. And it was the 19 or the 18.
Oh, was it that? Okay, I thought it was longer than that. Regardless, he's still cold. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And he went in there and he, it's like he had been playing the last. It was like he was the starting goalie. He was playing amazing.
I agreed.
So I'll comment on that right now. There, Susan. Joanne Long, Tyler's mother, put a post out last night asking for people to go help and shovel out the boys. Because they're going to be coming home today.
So it all started actually with Crosby's mom.
With Logan's mom. Yeah, she put it out there, and Joanne took it and ran with it. A few of us went out, shoveled out all the boys' cars, cleaned them all off. I'll be going back tomorrow because they did not make it back today. They're going to be staying in Moncton tonight and coming back over the pass tomorrow. So I'm going to pop back out there if anybody's interested in joining me, just to make sure that they are all plowed out before they get back. It was an amazing idea. Moose fans are really the best fans. And oh my God, I'm looking at myself and I am scruffy, but oh my God, I should have shaved before this. But yeah, it was an absolutely incredible thought by Joanne, and I'm just happy to help in any way I can. McPhee got hurt. I tried. Yeah, you had some bad luck today. You want to tell us? You want to?
If were on.
What's that?
I would have been in there if the buses would have been on.
Yeah, they didn't come on till noon, and we were meeting there for 1. Hey, Gorman, do you want to tell them about your bad luck today on the way over to Shovel Out?
Well, first off, the bad luck doesn't just start this morning. It starts earlier in the week.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Right? That's where the whole thing starts, and my dog's kind of annoying. Hi. Hello. Hello. Anyway, but so for those who don't know, earlier this week, I got to start back there, so I'll say it quick. But earlier this week, I get up at 4:00 every morning, go outside, get everything ready. I go out, start my vehicle. This is 5 to 5 in the morning. Start it up, go to put my boots on. Turn around to go back out. My vehicle's gone. So that was Wednesday, I believe.
I don't know.
Either way. But so that happened. Luckily, I have a Samsung Smart Tag in my vehicle. So whenever it comes close to another Samsung device, it connects to it and pings the location of it. So I got lucky. I ended up getting my vehicle back undamaged. There were a few things missing, but nothing major. Got really lucky in that aspect.
1 hour.
1 hour. One of the things that was missing or is gone now. Here, 1 second. My dog's doing something. 1 second.
All right, so
we'll be right back.
So, what can I talk about while he's gone? Yeah.
If I could quickly compare Milner to Samsonov real quick.
To who?
Samsonov from Toronto.
Okay. I don't know why. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know why you would.
Fact of the matter is, Samsonov was going through some hard time and whatnot. That's why he wasn't with the team, with the Maple Leafs. Well, where Milner hadn't played in quite some time, came back, played basically brilliant. Same thing Samsonov did when he returned to Toronto.
Yeah, listen, man, I'm gonna let you know right now. There's not a brilliant player on your stupid team.
Except the guy who's currently at 40 goals, and not a single one of them are even close to it on Montreal.
And how's the team doing? One or two or three players isn't gonna get you a championship. No, playing like shit. Anyways, continue on your.
When you burn 77 mil, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. My dog was getting into something that he shouldn't be into. But so one of the things that's gone is my main key that I had, my main car key, which had my work key on it, the Moosehead keychain, and just a few other things, nothing else major. But so today, Joanne puts out that thing yesterday. So today I end up leaving my house at 12 o'clock and get stuck in my driveway. All right, cool. Not a big deal. I can shovel out. Can't get a shovel out. Luckily, I say luckily, but unlucky at the same time, this older woman came by with a bucket of salt from one of the buildings just down the road, offered to help. She got in my vehicle and went to go. I told her to get in. I'm obviously not going to make her push. So I went to go push. When she got out of the vehicle, she left my vehicle in drive, but hit the lock button. So she locked my vehicle. God. She locked my car in, or my key, my only key now, in my vehicle with the tires spinning while I was stuck in a snowbank. I had to call CAA, get them to come and unlock my vehicle so I can get in just to turn it off so I can continue to shovel my vehicle out. It took me an hour and a half to get my vehicle out.
Now the relevance to the car being stolen is he would have had a spare key.
Yeah, I would have had my spare key in order to get in, to be able to turn it off, so it wouldn't have taken that long in order to do it. But that's how my luck has been with my vehicle lately. And that's why I wasn't able to make it over there to help.
Kim says you should have had the old woman push.
All right, Kim, I'll call you next time I need it.
You know what? I bet you Kim is the type to jump behind your car and start pushing. I honestly believe she would. A few comments that I have to mention. First of all, Colin, you still look handsome and sexy beast. Love those comments. December increased Milner's confidence. I agree with that, Paul.
I don't know if it's December. I just think it's the fact of him being able to actually play.
Yeah, get the experience.
I think he always had the confidence. I just think he wasn't getting the experience.
Don't buy lottery tickets. Dylan, did you call Kim an old lady?
The shoe fits.
Kim would for sure, Krista says. Absolutely, Colin. All right, so I don't have much to say about the games. I don't have any complaints against coaching, surprisingly. I don't have any complaints against the team. There was some sloppy moments in games 1 and 2, and in game 3 is just a write-off just because the boys were gassed. I think they made us all very, very proud on this road trip, as opposed to I think our last, what did we have, 2 already? Yeah, our last 2 road trips weren't as successful, so they did a great job out there. What's the dog's name? Susan wants to know.
Dog's name is Adam.
Adam?
Yep.
Give your dog a human name?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. My
what do you name a dog?
So my wife's dad named his dog Ask Him.
Hey, what's your orange cat? What's your orange cat name?
Leo, the lion.
But it's also a human name.
It's also a whatchamacallit, astrological sign, and the lion is the yeah. He looks like a
we
lion.
have the Moose have one more Quebec road trip coming up.
Yeah.
February 22nd, 23rd, and 25th. So that's 3 games in 4 days there.
How many? Sorry.
3 games in 4 days.
That's
Thursday, Friday, and Sunday.
So there'll be a break.
So it's Phoenix, Olympique, and Ramparts.
My dog is Sophie, Kim says. My dog has a human name, says Charlotte. Mr. Deeds is our name, our dog's name.
I know Charlotte.
You know Charlotte?
She was actually one of the people I was talking to you about that I used to do that I did the podcast with.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Hey, Charlotte, how you doing?
That's funny. Charlotte's good people.
Yeah, Charlotte is good people.
She's a person, not people. It's only one person.
Easy roadie, Trevor says.
Not sure about the easy roadie comment. I mean, from what I can tell, and this is just, again, me spitballing, and Shearbrook didn't give us much of a hard time when we played them on Cancer Night.
Both Gatineau and Ramparts beat us.
Well, the Ramparts shouldn't have.
They still did.
I hey, they should not have beat us, but we played like crap.
Yeah, we did. We played like shit.
Oh no, we beat the Olympics. Sorry.
Charlotte said, "I am now multiple people."
Yeah, we beat the Olympics 5-4 in overtime.
Gatineau, Sherbrooke, and Quebec should be an easy roadie. They should be, but we've been known to lose against those easier teams. I don't.
So
right
now against those teams coming up, we are Sherbrooke and Gatineau we beat, and Quebec we lost.
So I want to go into something before this road trip. The day after game 1 on Friday, I was at Joanne and Tyler's house, and this is Tyler. Tyler freaks me out. So
oh boy.
we were currently in fourth. We were in fourth at the time in the queue, and we were down by 2 points behind Drummondville, and then I think was it the Huskies that were in third.
Yep.
Yeah. So we were in fourth, and Tyler says after tonight's game against Drummondville, a very
we were only 1 point behind Drummondville.
Where was so? I thought we were.
They had 69. We had 68.
And what did
Rowan
and Aranda had 69 as well?
Yeah, going into the game that we had against Drummondville, we were 1 point behind them.
Okay, so we're going into a Drummondville game, which we knew that was going to be a contender. They're a hard team to beat, and it was Sly, our former coach. So we thought, what are the chances of us winning? But Tyler says, no, we're gonna be in second. Or we're in third, and we proved to him that we were in fourth. He's like, that's okay, because after tonight, we're going to be in second. And we're like, that's not the way it works, Tyler. We're not just going to jump 2 places. We had some people have to lose, some people have to win. And he was adamant about the fact that we were going to be in second after Friday's game. And lo and behold, we were. And the kid's got this hockey brain that I don't even think he knows he has. It just comes to his head. And he's just... We don't give him as much credit as I think he deserves. The kid knows his shit.
No. He's definitely got a mind for hockey, and I will say that from what I've been seeing here in the United States, the kid's got a heart for hockey.
Yeah.
And it's amazing what the kid does.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
If I may, Colin.
Yeah.
I just pulled up the overall qmjhl standings.
Yep.
With the road trip coming to a close last night, we sit second.
Yeah.
12 points behind Baie-Comeau with 70 points. Behind us is a tie between Drummondville and Rouyn-Noranda with 69 points.
Yep.
Nice. Anyway.
Oh.
That took you.
You
it really
just
took
got
you a
that,
second.
I'm 41.
You just got that.
I'm 41 years old. Those jokes stopped being jokes when I was 20. Anyways.
Oh boy.
Go at it.
If the season were to end today, and I believe it's like the top 16 teams make the QMJHL playoffs?
Yeah, there's 18 teams.
Yeah, there's only
16.
2 teams. There's only 2 teams that don't.
The teams that wouldn't make the playoffs are St. John and Val-d'Or.
So I'm going to interrupt you. Trevor also says that we've played more games than most. So
we have.
So
we played the most games in the queue.
Yeah, like we are 5 games above Moncton. We played 5 more games than Moncton,
who sits 6th currently.
Yeah.
I mean, the only two teams that have played about as much games as we have are Gatineau and Baie-Comeau.
Yep.
And Baie-Comeau is on heater, pretty much. Besides that loss to Drummondville on Friday. Was it Friday? No, it was Thursday. Hey, they're tearing up the queue.
Yeah, they're doing good. So what are you saying about if the playoffs happen today?
If the playoffs happen today, Quebec would just sneak in.
Yep. Ramparts, yeah. And be eliminated first round.
We would have to play Gatineau, I would believe.
We play Eastern first.
So we would play Saguenay. We would play Chicoutimi.
Chicoutimi? I thought we played the East. Wouldn't we play the East first?
Chicoutimi's in the Eastern.
Okay, all right. I don't have it up in front of me.
We would play Chicoutimi because the way that it works is the Ramparts would jump to the Western Conference to make it 8 on each side.
And they would play Drummond.
So they would play Drummondville, which means Baie-Comeau would play the Islanders. We would play Chicoutimi. Wildcats would play Bathurst. Eagles would play Rimouski. When it comes to the Eastern Conference.
And then in the Western Conference, Rouyn-Noranda would play Gatineau.
Yep.
Shawinigan would play Victoriaville, and the Phoenix would play the Armada.
Yeah.
At this current moment in where the season stands.
Yes.
So
first of all, I got a couple of comments here. A couple of those are on what we're talking about. First of all, Susan Dylan K is from New Jersey.
Correct.
Eden's commenting that 7-0 lead on Moncton has a 7-0 lead on SNB. 8-point lead. They have 5 games in hand.
We have a 10-point. We have a 10-point lead on them in 5 games in hand.
There's Moncton and SNB, St. John.
St. John.
Yeah, that's what she's talking about.
But she says right now we have an 8-point lead. They have 5 games in hand.
Yeah.
So we actually have a 10-point, and they have 5 games in hand.
Okay.
4 after tonight.
Trevor says top 8 teams in each conference make it, but if the 9th place team from the Eastern Conference makes it as the 8th place in the West.
Yeah, so it's what I'm saying. So Quebec makes it as the 9th place team in the Eastern Conference. They move to the Western Conference to play as part of the Western Conference. So it's 8 on each side.
Okay. And Charlotte says, did we beat Chicoutimi? My memory's not that good, so you guys can handle that question.
I think from what I remember, the last time we played Chicoutimi was off in 2023, and we lost in overtime in their barn.
That was our
if you want to correct.
That was our first road trip, was it?
Yeah, no, that's correct. It was 3-2.
Was that Milner? Was that the road trip Milner had?
Yeah, that's the one where Milner played it, but it's the same. It's the game that was October 13th. The next game, which was Rimouski, was the game where Russo let in the 3 quick goals.
Okay.
It was that road trip.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember.
So we went Baie-Comeau, Chicoutimi, and then Rimouski.
We beat them. It was 3-2 on D&D Appreciation Night, John Seitman says. At our barn.
No, D&D Appreciation Night, we lost to Quebec.
We
won that, but sorry.
D&D Appreciation Night was those white jerseys.
Yeah, we beat Chicoutimi.
We beat Chicoutimi 3-2.
Yeah, we beat Chicoutimi, and we also lost the Chicoutimi.
Yeah, the last time.
So we're 1-1 against them.
Okay,
we're 1-1 against them.
Is that the last time we played Chicoutimi this season?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we don't play them again
twice.
Thinking about this for a second, we split 2 season series so far. We split one with Baie-Comeau, and we split one with Chicoutimi, from what I can remember.
Okay.
Looking at this, we got a lot coming up. We got how many? It's a 68-game season, correct?
Yeah.
We've got 17 games left to play. We play St. John 4 more times. 2 in our barn, 2 in their barn. We play Charlottetown 2 more times, both in our barn. We play Cape Breton twice, one in our barn, one in theirs.
We play Moncton 4 times.
Yeah, we have I believe it's a home and home on the 18th and the 19th.
Yeah, 18th we play here, 19th we play up there. And then we play them again in March twice as well.
On the 10th, and then on the 16th of March. We've got Sherbrooke one more time. We've got Gatineau one more time. And we've got Quebec one more time. We've got Acadie Bathurst twice, both in our barn. And that's going to round out the season.
Yeah.
And this is just me spitballing on a prediction here. We take maybe 13 of those 17 games and we'd be set.
You think if we take 13, what place that put us in, you think?
If we take 13 of those 17 games, that gives us 26 points. Right? We need Baie-Comeau to almost indefinitely lose maybe 14. Again, this is me spitballing. We need them to at least lose maybe 6 games to try to get that top spot back to really call ourselves the Beast of the East this season.
So the biggest hurdle for us that we have to contend with for the rest of the season
power play
are those 4 games that we have left against Moncton.
Oh, you think?
Agreed.
Moncton's the ones that are right behind us. Moncton's the ones that are giving us contention for the spot in the Maritime Division. Those wins are going to determine who gets that spot and who moves up in that, right?
Yeah.
So, and with Moncton, the away team has won every game this year.
No. So what my question when I said really is really, do you think we have to worry about them?
Worry about Moncton?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really? I don't see them as a threat.
The away. So if it continues the way that it has been, we're going to split those 2 and 2 with Moncton. We'll win the 2 up there. They'll win the 2 down here. But that's not going to help us.
No.
It really won't. We keep splitting points with Moncton.
Because they have those games in hand, right? But the away team has won every single game. The road team has won every single game in that series between the 2 teams.
So it's tough enough. What we need to worry about is our power play and our overtime. That's what we need. If we can work those 2 things out, I think that we'd be dominant in the league. And
the power play is getting there. It's not great.
I will say that yes,
it's an improvement.
Another key thing.
Our overtime is trash.
If we can crack down our overtime time, that'd be a good thing. Our shootouts, I guess, if that gets to it.
Well, when it comes to shootouts, we're 2 and 1.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the shootouts.
We only have one. We had
we only lost to Charlottetown in that one shootout, correct?
Yeah.
We've been into the shootout 3 times and we've won 2 and lost 1.
The issue is getting to the shootout. Our 3-on-3 is absolutely abysmal. Dylan's made a point. We keep starting the same line, and it's just not working. The same line is the one that we fall to almost every time, and something needs to be changed.
Yeah. The way to win 3-on-3 overtime is possession.
Yeah.
If you don't have possession, you're not winning.
Yeah. But more times than not, there's 3 people in our zone against 1 defender. And
but I think they need to. I would love to see LFD, and I'll go Levesque with them.
And
double Lou action.
I'd like to see Cataford. I'd like to go 3 forwards because I like Denis as a defensive zone because he was a defenseman in the league. But if we're going defenseman, I'd go Schultz or McKinnon. So most likely Schultz.
Let's go with offenseman. Offensive, but I would say Vidi. Vidi would be the better choice.
Vidi's been walked too many times in overtime.
Vidi's more. He as an offenseman, he is more defensive minded than any other player we have on our team.
But Vidi has been walked more times in overtime than almost anybody else in our team. You go back and watch the overtime.
Not more than Furlong, and he is a defenseman.
Yeah, but if you said we're going forwards, he's not the one I want out there.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is he's done better defensively in overtime than our defenseman did. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like he's
but
very
I'm
minded.
also not saying to have a defenseman out there. I'm saying don't have him on there at all. I'd rather see Denis as our defensive forward. That's out there.
So then we would have Lou and who?
Cataford.
Caddy?
Caddy can win the faceoffs. Lou has the speed, and Denis.
Caddy's faceoff was 45% versus Vidi's 55% on the road trip.
Yeah, but Vidi's not winning them in overtime. Caddy's not getting a chance in overtime. He's not getting it done in overtime at center. He should not be in there. We've already said that we don't have the possession in overtime to get it, so we're not winning the draw. So you get Catafort, who can win the draw, or even if you throw Reynolds out there with Denis and Lou when Reynolds comes back, somebody who can win the draw, get it back. Denis, we know, can skate. He's defensively minded. And Lou has the speed, and 3-on-3 speed kills.
Yeah, Lou's incredible. Like, that kid is going places, man. So let's get to some comments real quick because I've been letting it go. Colin and Dylan, for the next season, do you think we need a stronger defense? No, because we're not going anywhere next season. Next season is our rebuild, and I'm not going to talk about what we need for about 2-3 years, I think. Dylan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we determine what we need, we got to see what we get in trades and what they draft.
We have a lot of talk about who is LFD in the chat. They all think no. Somebody's name in the chat is LFG LFD, and they're not saying who they are. It looks like it's probably either Jose or Joey, but they're just having some fun with the chat. A lot of chat about Moncton Marge. Krista says we have to worry about Moncton Marge. Melissa says Marge has to be quiet. Charlotte Moncton Marge has been quiet lately. Titans made the Cats cry last night. LFD says. Overtime not good. John Siteman. I like reading his because he comes with facts, man. The main thing is that we have a better schedule than Bay Camo. They have to deal with a lot of strong teams in their remaining. So 2 Drummondville, 2 Rimouski, 2 Chicoutimi, and 2 CB.
Only 1 CB.
Oh, sorry, 1 CB. Kim, he needs to stop playing that 3-3 with the same players. That's exactly what we're talking about there, Kim. I think she got it okay. So that's more about Marge. Forehead floating.
If I may point this out.
Have it. Let's do it.
My buddy Owen Gale said that they should have Levesque, Denis, and Spreiner, or one of our D-men, maybe Brady Schultz.
I would not put Lou, Denis, and Spreiner out there because since Reynolds have gone down for some reason,
they're not mentioned.
Things between Denis and Spreiner is not mentioned. That second line is missing Reynolds. I know people aren't a fan of him. They say they feel he doesn't want to be here, but that guy helps them put up points. He helps open up the ice for them. He's getting the assists that they need, and they were gelling better with him. It could be the fact that they were 3 brand new guys on a team that didn't really know anybody else, so they just kind of created their own little clique. But either way, that second line has worked.
Yeah, no, I agree, and it's not working right now. Oh, you know what? We completely glossed over game 1 and who was shining in game 1. The third line was incredible. Oh my god, I should have wrote that down.
I can agree with that third line was so incredible on Thursday against Victo. Oh, I mean, come on. I feel like
Yeah, nice to see Crosby get up points. It was beautiful to see McPhee. McPhee's hurt, by the way. We didn't get into that yet. McPhee's out indefinitely, is what they said.
I think so. It's listed as indefinitely. I think that's possibly because they haven't had a chance to actually get it looked at, because they've played 3-3. They didn't have time to actually get him looked at, so they're just saying indefinitely could be tomorrow.
Yeah,
and we don't. I think that's the reason that they're using that phrasing behind it.
So yeah, they played incredible. I just wanted to mention that real quick. Eden, you said that a bunch of rude kids that were taunting in Section 15 got kicked out. I don't.
A rude bunch taunting the kids is what the message says.
Yeah, I don't remember even hearing or seeing anything about that. I see you say it's true, but I if you can elaborate on what you're talking about, I'd appreciate it. Trevor wants to know, were they walking up and down the aisle during play?
Carrying Tim Hortons?
Carrying Tim Hortons. God.
Gotta have a nice cap.
More so than the others. Okay. You're always annoyed. Oh, that's definitely Jose. LFG LFG is definitely Jose. Anyways, so there's some cool stuff coming up that's in the works right now. Have you guys heard about this Discovery Center thing?
Yeah.
So I don't know all the details, but I know the Mooseheads are involved. It's February 10th and 11th. If you show up wearing a jersey, it didn't speculate whether it's Moosehead jersey or not.
Any hockey jersey.
Hockey jersey.
It's not just a Moosehead thing. It's a hockey.
Yeah. So it's called Hockey Faster Than Ever, but Mooseheads are involved with it, and I'm assuming the signed Moosehead jersey that you get in the you get your name in for it if you wear a jersey on those 2 days. It's probably a Moosehead signed jersey. So I believe a few of the boards are going to be down there at some point as well.
I think the team's supposed to be down there.
The whole team? Wow. Okay.
They have it listed. And the Mooseheads have promoted this.
Yes, it's on their Facebook page. So if you want more information, travel on over on Facebook and check it out, because I didn't copy the script word for word. There's been a lot of new content from the Mooseheads too. We got shorts, which I love to see, little things like what's your favorite artist or who's on your Spotify, and I always find those really interesting to watch. I know, Dylan, that's not your favorite content. You want to know the specifics of the game, but I think it's very interesting to watch. The Meet the Moose, they're putting up a bunch of the Meet the Mooses lately. You can go see your favorite players answering questions if you like. So
it's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, man,
to watch from a watcher perspective, because again, not in Canada.
Yeah,
but from watching the games in SBC, when they're streamed on the CHL app, I love just seeing the this or that's, and it's freaking hilarious to see some of the choices that the boys pick.
Yeah, I agree. It's good fun. But hats off to Scott McIntosh with their social media. They've been putting out a bunch of new content for us, and yeah, I see your text there, Dylan. I agree 100%, and I think I hope they keep giving us more content. So hats off to Scott there, bud. We'll go back to the comments now because it's been a minute. First student night, the bunch got kicked out of the building. Okay, John Seitman says it's any hockey jersey. It's traveling exhibition, or it's a traveling exhibit that the Discovery Center is hosting. I didn't know that. LFG says, so I'm just going to say Jose. We know the first line is nice. The second line is getting hot. And then the third line is also starting to click. Our backup goalie is also nice now. Yeah, I think we're having problems personally with our 1s and 2s right now. But I think it just has to do with the fact that we're missing Reynolds on that second line. And yeah, I don't know. They have appeared from players on Sunday. Yeah, okay, so they have appearances from players on Sunday of that weekend, John says.
Yeah, because we have a game the day before.
Yeah, Melissa says, sounds fun. Everyone make LFD signs for Thursday. You know what, Trevor? Just for you, I will, bud.
I won't.
Dylan, Kirk, question for you. How did you get into watching the Mooseheads?
So, and I don't know how long I have for a story here, but
Yeah,
little key,
I'll cut you off.
Oh, come on! Okay.
And time's
Anyway.
up. And time's up.
What
So-
the? I can't even tell a story.
Okay, go ahead, bud.
So, I got into being a Mooseheads fan pretty much from meeting people from like Xbox and all that. I had a friend who lived in Halifax who introduced me to Mooseheads.
I'm going to cut you off on one thing. PlayStation's better.
I have some choice words for you, Gorman.
That's a
So I'm going to
debate.
keep them to myself.
That's a debate to get into later, because
Listen here, Mr. Two First Names.
it's giving me Dahmer. Just because of 2 first names.
At least I can spell my name properly, unlike you.
Ooh.
Hey, Bob Dylan.
Dylan McKinnon.
I have his jersey right there.
Isn't Bob Dylan the guy that's saying like this? And this was his.
I think so.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to my story. I had a friend from Xbox who introduced me to the Mooseheads. I just decided to passively follow for last season until they made it to the qmjhl playoffs, ultimately losing in the final to Quebec. Screw you, Patrick Waugh. Anyway. So
Hey, he lives
after
down
that,
close by you now.
yeah, well, he's the coach for the Islanders now. I'm South Jersey, not North Jersey, so it's a little bit of hike.
Closer to you than he is to us.
True. But anyway, come the preseason, I joined a Mooseheads fan GC, which, arguably enough, this is where some of the people I know came from. I did a little shout out for you there, Colin, in the Instagram GC I'm in.
Thanks, buddy.
So you're welcome for some people. Cool. But yeah, come this season, I started watching the preseason games. And again, like I said, Canadian dollar and US dollar are a little bit different. And so I was able to get the qmjhl regular season pass asked for like $20. And then I just proceeded to get all of the CHL for like $100. So that way I can keep an eye on the OHL, the London Knights, because one of the Flyers prospects, Oliver Bonk, is there.
Oh no! Don't
Oh.
even bring that name up in this chat, bud.
I am sorry.
Oh my God, you didn't.
Oh, I did not know. Okay, don't hold it against me.
You must have known. You must have watched the juniors.
Yeah, not Canada. He's from the States.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
The only thing I'm mad about from the juniors is Cutter Gauthier. That's all. Oh, because why come to Philadelphia if you're not going to play for Philadelphia?
Well, he got drafted, so they just picked him. He didn't go there. He didn't choose to go there. Right?
But yet he showed willingness to be a Flyer. And then about a year later, he said, nope, screw you. I don't want to be a Flyer. Get me out of here.
Philadelphia finally knows what it's like to be Quebec Nordiques. Because Lindros did the same thing to Quebec and went there. So now they know what it's like.
Okay, so we have 2 people asking why no LFG LFD signs, Dylan.
Because I have Tyler behind me and I don't hold anything up in front of me.
Oh, okay. What? He says your name the same way Mike Schultz does. Oh. So, Kirk, I guess you say my name the same way somebody from Massachusetts says it.
What, Colin Landry?
Colin.
Like that?
Colin, I think that's what it is. Colin. You draw out the O.
I did
Like
see a comment.
Colin. Yeah.
I did see a comment from Krista saying if we could do it this or that with me.
Canada or United States Thanksgiving.
I've never had a Canadian Thanksgiving.
I know.
Anyway, let him continue his story.
Yeah, tell your story, man. Let's go.
So, it got to me to the point where I loved watching the Moose. Well, listening to the Moose, because I would always listen on City News 95.7 when I couldn't watch the games. So, listening to Gareth McDonald and all the stuff that was happening at SBC, it kind of dawned on me that maybe I should get into watching junior hockey.
Okay.
So what had happened was that this season I've been starting to watch pretty often. I mean, hell, I even got my mom into it. Because as well, I got to support or either way. I mean, and I love my guys up in Canada. Go Moose. And yeah, I've just been a Moose fan ever since.
So have you gone back and watched any of the other stuff?
Like I said,
older stuff by chance?
Older stuff, like the old like Memorial Cup runs and all that.
Yeah, like older highlights and stuff from like when previous years, like 2019 when we did the run, 2013 when we won it. Or are you strictly sticking with like from last season forward? No,
I've been sticking with all of last season and all of this season. Well, not all of last season, because actually, wait. I'm trying to remember when I started. Oh, right. No, I remember. I started listening, passively following the Moose in the 2021-22 run when we lost to Acadie Bathurst in triple overtime. And that's a sour point, I know, but
it was a long game.
Because of who screwed over.
So I just want to interrupt. I got to interrupt for a second. As you can see, I personally removed Noah. Great guy, love him to pieces. Awesome guy to talk to at the game. But I've made it a point that if you're not contributing on the live, you can contribute in the chat. If you're not gonna chat while we're on the live, I'm gonna remove you from here on out. Nothing personal, dude. You're a great guy, and I don't want to seem rude to anybody, but. You can't just sit up in the corner and not say anything. I'm sure you have a lot to say. You just didn't say it today. If next time you want to come on and contribute, I have no problem having you on the show, man. But the show is for people who want to contribute to the conversation. Anyways, moving on. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's fine. I was pretty much done with my story anyway. One thing I will say, Colin, is, and there I go again saying Colin. Colin. It's just the way I say names, okay?
No, it's. I think it's where you're from. Believe it or not, when I go to Alberta, they say I have an accent, and I don't hear an accent, and anybody else down here will say they don't hear an accent, but it's just the way you pronounce that word. It's not a big deal.
I usually don't hear it either, but I heard it when you said accent.
That's funny.
There's a few words.
Everybody's got their own respective accent, though.
Yeah.
Oh, there I go again. I felt that one in my throat, so I know I haven't.
Colin? Oh, your accent. Yeah. So I am going to touch on, and we can open the chat up to anything anybody wants to chat about now. I didn't have a whole lot to bring up in this chat, and it's already been an hour and 18 minutes. We just had a really great week. There's nothing to gripe on. The people who were doing their jobs were doing their jobs, and I'm very happy, proud of the boys. I will say that upcoming guests, we have another episode of Fan Creations coming up, where we highlight fellow Moose fans who go above and beyond in their own time with nothing in return to bring us content or crafts related to the Mooseheads. So I have another episode of that coming up. We also have former coach John Greenwood coming on. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm assistant coach. I'm super pumped to have him on. It's going to be the first coaching staff that we've had on the show, and it'll be really cool to get his take on the 7 seasons he spent with us, 2014 to 2021. So that'll be a good one. We have Ethan Lermont, who's confirmed he'll come on the show. Be an interesting take from what happened with him. Eric Broussard and Ryan Falkenham have both agreed to come on the show. So we got some big names lined up, man, and they're going to be really fun. I'm still in talks with Boucher, trying to set up a time with him. I'm still in talks with LaRue to set up time. Same with Darcy Ashley and multiple others. There's lots of people that are in the work. Just have to figure out schedules. Sorry, excuse me.
I know one of my friends is going to love the Evan Boucher episode.
Oh, Charlotte. Cheyenne. Yeah. So you're a friend of Cheyenne.
She loved Boucher.
Cheyenne's an amazing human being. We absolutely love her. She when she met Bush's mother, it was us that pointed Bush's mother out to her. I said, by the way, that's your son's favorite or biggest fan. And she went over and had a chat. And now they still stay in contact over Facebook. So really cool thing there.
I know that for her birthday, I know Boucher sent her like a little happy birthday message.
Yeah.
So
I want to touch on this. Shout out to Boucher too. For anybody who doesn't know, he left the university hockey. He left the University of Ontario and is now playing in the East Coast Hockey League for Florida.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
So shout out to him.
Yeah. University just wasn't for him. And he made a call to change his life, and he got taken on with Florida, and he's down there playing now. And absolutely amazing for him. He's an incredible guy, and I just hope happiness and success finds him.
Well, hopefully he can make it up, because I know it goes ECHL, AHL, and then the show.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. We also Zachary LaRue is within top 10 or within contention for Rookie of the Year in the AHL.
Hey, look at him.
Stankoven's taking that.
Yeah, you think?
Logan Stankoven's running away with that, fortunately.
Well, he's in contention anyway.
He is.
Yeah. Did anyone see and like the new NHL skills competition or All-Star game if you watched? I didn't watch it. I know, Dylan, you did.
I watched every bit of it. I actually really enjoyed it. Too bad it's the last one.
What do you mean?
For a bit. Next year they're doing a best on best 4 teams. So they're going to have Canada, US, Sweden, and Finland. They're going to have NHL players represent them and do like a mid-season little tournament instead of doing the All-Star game. And then in 2026, the NHL players are back at the Olympics.
Well, I have an opinion on next year's little in-season tournament thing. That's basically mid-season tournament. That's basically just the NHL ripping off the NBA with the in-season tournament, in my eyes at least.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch it.
I stay away from all things basketball. I think it's the most boring sport. It's just as boring as soccer to me. Can't stand it. Sorry for anybody else.
You're taking away everything I love, Colin.
Sorry, man. Dylan took away your name, and now I'm taking away your basketball. Can we talk about Can we talk about the bad camera coverage in Game 2, Game 3 as well? Some teams just don't have the technology that other teams have, whether it be that they can't afford it because they can't fill their seats or sell the merchandise, or it's just an older venue. We're very lucky with the cameras that we have in.
Well, I wouldn't put that so much on the camera equipment they have as to those the camera operators they have, not pointing it at the correct stuff. That's what that comment's getting at, is how everything that seemed to happen was always just off to the side of the camera.
Okay, I gotcha.
It wasn't the quality.
No, the quality was bad too. The coloring was bad on one of them.
That's not what the comment
was. Well, and I think they didn't want to show us any of the scuffles. They were keeping that off intentionally.
Well, it wasn't just that. There were a lot of times where the plays would happen and the guy just couldn't follow the puck. It's like he was watching it with his eyes, but not watching it through the monitor on the camera. And then he would clue in, and then you would see the camera go quickly where the play was.
Yeah, Chris is actually referring to the fact that they didn't show the extracurriculars. She says it right here. Yes, Melissa. Thanks for shoveling the whips, boys. All good. That was so annoying. Owen Gale. That day the Moose are at the Discovery Center. The Super Bowl is also that day. Who you guys got for the Super Bowl? Go Chiefs, go, baby. I don't care. Another sport I don't give a shit about.
Owen, you're going to hate me, bud, but let's go Niners.
I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. If I were to pick a team, if I had to pick a team, it would be the Patriots. Go Pats, go.
They're on the field.
They're on the field, yeah. I like baseball and hockey. Those are my two sports. And MMA.
Oh, I cannot watch baseball.
Okay, Colin, be honest with me.
Let's hear it.
Are you a Blue Jays fan?
Why the fuck wouldn't I be? Have you seen your team? Have you seen your ball league win 2 pennants? 2 championships?
I'm sorry, but at this rate, if we can't get past even the divisional series and lose it to if we can't get past the championship series and lose it to the Arizona Diamondbacks, we're never going to win another pennant this year.
Listen, when I was in my childhood, I watched my team go back to back. I will never turn my back on the Jays, ever. You know what I mean?
I got to see my hockey team go back to back.
You did, and in my lifetime, I got to see my NHL team, which I really don't follow anymore. I'm more of a junior guy now, but I got to see my team win twice. How many teams did Toronto win? How many in our lifetime? How many Stanley Cups did the Toronto Maple Leafs win?
Well, last time Toronto won a Stanley Cup, their picture was still in black and white.
1967. It was.
We're Canadian, born in the 80s. Of course, we're Blue Jays fans. Says Paul.
That's right. That's right. I love it, Paul. John Seitzman says it was quite good. It's not the last one, but it's going to be a while before it returns. Yeah, it's talking about the All-Star. I think the next time they do it is 2027. I think Bathurst relocating or rebranding. What's the thing about Bathurst relocating or rebranding? I heard but forgot. So they're just looking for investors, from what I understand. I don't think they're moving or rebranding. I think they're just
if
looking
they
for
don't
investors.
get investors, they're gone.
Yeah. We are quite fortunate with the camera work that we have. One of the best crews in the league in Halifax. From what I remember, there are rules around then showing fighting on. Oh, so there's rules about them showing fighting on the screen. So that's why we're not seeing the extracurriculars. Game 3 was just crappy quality. Game 2, the camera didn't put any of the extracurriculars on. Add a B, Colin. I think that has to do with the Blue Jays. Yeah, we're 80s boys. That's right. Go Jays, go. He's the GOAT. Not a lifetime. Football is literally the worst, Melissa says. All right, so I got through the comments.
So I got a question for Mr. Donkey Kong over there, DK.
Excuse you. I get you chirping me, but settle down.
Yeah, no, ask Colin. This is just me. There's no off switch. When I got a question for you, legitimately.
I may have an answer for you.
Without thinking, you need to answer this, okay? When I say Moosehead's first name that comes to your head.
Jacob Voracek.
Nice. Because he played for the Flyers.
Hey, I had to do something. I could have either said McKinnon or Voracek. Okay.
So we have a guy in the who comes to probably once every 5 games. He's at the arena and he's a Philly fan. Great guy, but he always wears his Philadelphia Flyers jersey to the game. So he got a little flack from me, and we became, good friends.
Okay. So I know who to look for just in case he shows up on a CHL broadcast.
Yeah, but no, he works for a local dealership, Subaru, and he caught me in the
Mazda, isn't it?
No, it's Subaru.
Because you were out in a Mazda when you went out.
I don't remember. I thought it was Subaru.
You were out in a Mazda.
Okay, maybe it was Mazda. Whatever. But he said, "Hey, I got to drive out on the ice in the intermissions. Do you want to come with?" And I'm like, "Okay." And it was actually a really cool experience. I'm glad I did it. And it's just the great camaraderie between hockey fans, whether you like the same team or not. That I absolutely
is that
love.
footage ever going to make it anywhere? Because you had your phone out.
I do have it. I didn't really like the content that I captured. I need to have my gimbal at the games more. For impromptu stuff like that. Noah says the first person he thinks of is Jody Shelley. Me, it's Ladislav Nagy. John Seitman says a bit of uni hockey, Eden. I actually just DJ promo announced the SMU game on Friday night in front of close to 700 in the middle of a snowstorm. Great hockey, similar intensity to Q or even Pro. So that was St. Mary's, did you say? Yeah. So John Greenwood is he's the head coach of SMU now. So he's still assistant. Okay, so he's gonna be, like I said, he's gonna be on the show, and yeah, so he's affiliated with them now. Sup, Colin? What's up, Cheyenne? Got your buddy on here. Lindsay says, I think Fukali will be on in May. Just so you guys know, I got Fukali coming on in May. Yeah, that'll be a good one. Colin, it was a Mitsubishi Outlander. Okay, so we were both wrong there, Dylan. I got the video, she says. So it's Mitsubishi Outlander. You were closer with the M. Mazda, yep. Mitsubishi. I'll give it to you. So that's all I have. Anybody else have anything else before we end this? Really just wasn't even much of a Moosehead thing. It was just a bunch of guys chatting over some bullshit. It's awesome. I love it.
There's guys being
pretty much. Yeah. I do have a couple questions. Well, not even a couple questions. Just one question.
Good, and then I have one for you.
Ian Robinson.
Yeah, great guy.
I believe.
Great guy.
He's your guy's public address announcer, correct?
Don't you watch our channel?
I haven't had a chance to look back on all your.
He was our very first one. Well, yeah, he was our very first one that we had on.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe show him my work.
Yeah. 100%. I have it. My wife sent it to me, and I will send it to him personally via Messenger.
Owen, yes. Yes, they should.
Yeah, I agree.
They definitely should.
Yeah, I love those.
For those who don't see, Owen asked if they should do more wiener dog races. Yes.
See, I'm a Dachshund fan myself. I love those little wieners.
Should they do?
That sounded wrong.
Colin likes those big. Colin likes those big honking ones.
I don't like the big honking ones. I like the tiny little breakfast ones.
Yeah.
Remember, I don't like the big honking ones.
Oh.
We're talking about sausages, guys. Get your minds out of the gutter.
Well, and Kirk was talking about wiener dogs.
Oh my goodness, you guys are horrible. So I have a question for you there. I'm just gonna call you Kirk.
That's fine. Go ahead,
Captain Kirk. Are you guys gonna get your Instagram thing back up and running, or what? I'd like to have you guys on the show for a what did I call it? Fan Creations.
Yeah, right now, me and Owen Gale are working towards getting some people together. I know probably Cheyenne might. She doesn't know yet. Charlotte Carter might be there. The podcast pretty much started with me, Jason Matheson, Charlotte Carter, and Cheyenne Chu. So that pretty much started us, and we started during the qmjhl playoffs last season.
And Charlotte and Cheyenne also have another is it Instagram?
Yeah, it's the Moose Besties.
Yeah, so I haven't spoken to you guys yet, but I wanted to have you guys on the show to talk about that at some point as well for Fan Creations. I seen a comment here, and now I can't find it. It was from Paul, something about calling 10 subscribers or something like that. Where did that go?
Let me find
it was deleted.
Oh, it was deleted. Yeah, because
I
it
think it
popped
got
up.
deleted.
Yeah, it popped up on my
But
screen and then it was gone.
I will say this guys, get the Moose fans to 200 subscribers. We're 10 away. I have the stream pulled up.
Okay. Yeah,
That's why I can also see the chat.
We're 10 away. I'm not really concerned about subscribers. If they come organically, awesome. The people there's about 20 people, 30 people that are constantly in the chats on these lives, and I love every one of you guys. The support honestly fills my heart. And I'm not kissing your ass or anything like that. I absolutely love that you guys show up every single week. You're the reason I continue to do it. I'm not looking to get rich and have 20 million subscribers. That would be incredible. I just enjoy this. I love talking to you guys. The Moose fans have honestly became like a second family to me. We all help each other out in times of need. We help the Moose out in times of need. Like, it's great family environment, and I love you guys for helping us out. Aw.
Owen did say he would love to do the fan creations with me as part of the herd roundup.
Owen?
Yeah,
of course.
Kirk, do you watch the away Moosehead games as well?
I try to watch them as much as possible.
February 19th, keep an eye on the Moncton game. There's a bus going out. So there's going to be a bunch of Moose fans in the building.
That game starts at 1 p.m. EST on a Monday, and I'm going to be at work then. So I might have to throw it on the background, but I'll try to catch it.
With the CHL app, you're able to watch the replays.
Yeah,
you can watch the replays of the previous games. So.
I'm down to go on that fan creations with Dylan. We love you too. Wiener Dog race was the highlight of Dylan's whole life.
That was fantastic. That was fantastic. Come on.
You know what? And I had Ryan on the show, and he was very proud of that as well. Ryan said it was pretty quick for him to set up, and it was a fan favorite, and he's very proud of the work he did on that. So kudos to Ryan. Great job, man. You guys always put on such a great show.
Imagine trying to find that many wiener dog owners that are willing to let their dogs do that.
Well, that's another thing they had to check on how long can they be on that ice and still be safe. But they made sure it was completely safe before going ahead with it, and it was awesome. I know you love me the most, Melissa.
We have Chihuahua races next.
Oh, I love Chihuahuas. You know what's my favorite? I love teacup Yorkies. At the risk of sounding completely feminine, I love teacup Yorkies.
Ankle biter races, really?
Yeah. What, are you a real man? You need Rottweilers? Like
I had an American bully mix when I was living with my father.
I like French bulls. They're gorgeous dogs.
Okay, I want to point out note, since John Siteman is in this chat, we were talking about the wiener dog race. Siteman, you completely missed the ball on it. There's something you completely missed 1,000%, and you should have had it queued up, at least ready in the off chance. There was one point where little Toblerone, the winner there, was being held up like this. Where was the Lion King song?
I gotta check my social media.
He was on the screen for a good while. You had a second to pull that up. No excuses. Anytime there's animals on the ice, you should have that queued up.
If you don't know,
just in case.
If you don't know Kirk, John Siteman, who is in the chat and is in all of our chats, and we love him. He's our in-house DJ for the Halifax Mooseheads. Yeah, so he's got a really interesting interview on the channel as well. Just letting us know what goes on.
Mm-hmm. In Boston, they have adults on the Zamboni.
Melissa,
instead of we have the kids.
Really?
Yeah.
How bad would Sebastian love to be on that?
Dude, I want to be on it.
I love what Melissa said. She just said, we will make a sign. Hi, DJ.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we should.
That'll be something I can look out for.
With a picture of Donkey Kong.
So John says, I thought about that the second it happened. Didn't have it in the system. Next time there's a race, I'll make sure it happens.
No excuses.
So John's been actually, like, I love the stuff that they're putting into the show now with the music for the penalty boxes and such. I want to see more of that stuff that, you really have to have a keen ear to catch on to. I love that shit.
the one thing I will say is that last minute call, the last minute of play in the first period with the athletic theme from Mario. Just
Yeah, I love that.
That one always hits.
Dylan is not a Montreal fan. Dylan is a Pittsburgh Penguin fan. Yes.
No.
Whoa, Kirk. I'm from Cole Harbor, bud. You can't say whoa, no, boo, boo.
That's just me being a Flyers fan, Holly.
Well, that's your problem, isn't it?
Flyers and Penguins don't mix.
That's
you're just mad because you guys haven't won a cup in a long time. When was the last time you guys won one?
I honestly, and so I stopped watching.
When was the last time Crosby didn't cry, huh?
He cries every time he looks at his rings.
Yeah,
he cries every time he's in Philadelphia because he hates us.
So
he whines to the refs every single time.
True story. I stopped watching hockey completely for about 10 years. Okay, when I came back to hockey was about 2 years ago, and I was shocked that the Flyers were even still a thing. Like, honest to God, I had no idea. I thought they would have been moved, taken over, rebranded. You know, once they lost Eric Lindros. David Kelly, DK, was the equipment manager who lost his battle to cancer a few years ago. It was a big deal. Hashtag DK. Okay, so we won't make you a sign there, Dylan. Sorry, bud.
Dang it.
No, people might confuse it with something else. We can maybe make something else. Senators all the way. Eden, don't get roasted in my YouTube chat. Senators all the way.
It's gonna end up happening. Also, I don't like the Senators. You guys took our captain Claude Giroux away from us. How dare you?
Oh, I'm pretty sure the Senators allow Tim Hortons in the building, so it's understandable that she says that.
Paul, we will all scream and shout for your daughter on March 2nd. She is a wonderful Moose fan who is just as loud as any other Moose fan, and she gives it to the rest. We love her. Maybe not DK then, just straight up Dylan K.
Just a straight up Dylan K.
That's right, Lindsay. Go Habs, go! Go Habs, go!
I got to say, one of my best memories was watching Montreal play in their home building and lose in a 12-round shootout to Pittsburgh.
Damn.
But hold on now, 12 rounds. It went 12 rounds of shootout. I mean, that's not much to be proud about when we're like, what, the 24th team in the league or something like that?
Still lost.
Goalies go.
What did we say before? It doesn't matter. They don't ask how, they ask how many.
Yeah, how many rounds of fucking shootouts?
They don't ask how you win. A win's a win.
All right, guys. I think we're just getting silly now. I'm gonna end it.
We're getting silly, and I think we all just need probably just like a shot of Jack Daniels or something.
Jackie D. Love Jackie D. I can't drink hard liquor. My wife will leave me because I'll beat the neighbors up.
Oh boy.
Only beer for me. All right, guys. Listen, guys. Thanks for joining in. I said it before, and I really do mean it. I love all the support you guys give us. You guys are absolutely incredible Moosehead fans, and yeah, in my hearts. Love you guys. Hope you're all healthy, safe, and happy out there. As always, go Moose, go.
Go Pens,
go. Moose, go.
Wait, what did you say? Go what?
Go Pens, go.
He said go Pens, go. Also, Colin, if you want me back, just let me know.
Oh, 100%. Anytime, man. Like I said, anybody who contributes is more than welcome on the show, and you seem to know your Moosehead shit, and I love it, man. I really do, especially being from where you are, man. Like, respect to you. I love it.
I try to keep up with as much as I can. If I slip up, at least I have somebody here to back me up.
Dylan's very good with the facts too, so he'll correct you. He has no problem correcting somebody when they're wrong. He wakes up in the morning planning for it.
Oh,
in all honesty, though, go Moose, go.
Go Moose, go.
Hey, he's got the title.